Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining this webinar about the Master in Data Science and Artificial Intelligence Strategy at EMLYON Business School. My name is Marion Lempereur, and I'm the program advisor specialized for this program. So I'm part of the recruitment team. If you have any questions or need advice about your application, I'm the person to contact. So after the webinar, and if you decide to apply and are admitted to the program, I'll be here to guide you through the whole admission and enrollment process, right up until you join the school. And here today, we also have Imen Brigui, the program director, as well as 5 alumni, so Charlie, Mary, Trisha, Namrata, and Rishab, that will join later the webinar. Okay, so today's webinar will be divided into 4 parts. To start, Imen Brigui, the program director, will introduce it to you in 10-15 minutes. Next, the alumni will address key questions to give you a clearer understanding of the diverse background and career opportunities available after the program. Then I'll talk to you about the application process. And finally, you'll have the opportunity to ask all your questions during a Q&A session. So I will just let Imen introduce the program now.
Thank you very much, Marion. Welcome to everybody for this webinar. So happy to have you all in a session today. Just a few words to introduce myself. I'm Imen Brigui. I am a full professor researcher in AI and the director of the program of the Master in Data Science and AI Strategy at EMLYON Business School. So this webinar follows a new and original format that combines this presentation of the program and also its experiential elements. So it would be a perfect complement to all the information already available in the website. And also it will be also the opportunity to let our alumni talk about their academic journey within our master, coming from different previous cohorts. So I would like just first to start with the program mission itself. So just to give you an idea about the program mission, we want to train graduates to acquire data science and AI skills to design and lead effective and responsible AI strategies for business. So the idea of this master is to train future graduates to acquire hybrid knowledge and expertise from data science to business to meet the needs of today for the companies to hire high achievers to lead and deploy innovative projects for complex problems in data science and AI. So this program bridges the gap by training these experts in data science to meet this strong demand of the market job. So the master equip the future graduates with different axes of expertise. I would mention as first key skill would be the strategic thinking and the global perspective. We need them to develop the ability to formulate and implement AI strategies. So to have this holistic way or holistic approach to address the AI governance and the AI strategies. So to this end, they need to step back to analyze the environment, to understand also to have a certain level of strategic thinking about the business or the issue that they are solving by AI and data science. At the same time, we also do believe that technical proficiency is a must-have. They need to master advanced data science technologies, machine learning algorithms, large language models, generative AI, big data, cloud computing. So all these technologies, the technical aspect of their skill set is essential to us, because to be able to drive change or transformation, to be able to suggest AI strategies or to implement, to shape the data governance, we do believe that these future leaders of AI need to master the technical aspect as well as the business aspects and sustainability. Ethical awareness as well is key to understand the data regulations, to understand also the ethical aspect of AI, of technologies in general, to be able also to assess the risks, to identify the opportunities, and to be aware of the consequences of AI implementation, and to make sure that the implementation of these technologies are safe, trustful, and will bring an added value for the companies. And finally, practical application is also very important. AI, is a fascinating field, but AI is nothing without its applications. So we train our students to be able to understand these applications, to understand a business issue, to shape in the right way the problem that they are addressing, what they are solving. So this is also a key competencies that future graduates need to have. Here I've selected sort of some potential career opportunities that you can have after the master. So AI strategies, data scientist, consultant in data governance or in Gen AI, tech project leader, financial analyst. So these are some potential jobs to which we do prepare in our master. Just here is our program at a glance. I won't go into details because you have all the details are already available in the website. Here is just an idea about how we organize this, the academy, your academic journey. So as you can see, we have 2 years, so year 1 and year 2. And we combine academic excellence and practical learning. That's very essential. So we do have an amazing faculty, professors who are in support to the program with the cutting edge technologies and advanced algorithms. And our design, our pedagogical design is unique because it doesn't follow the standard format of, year 1, which is common courses, and then a specialization in year 2. Here we start already the specializations logic from year 1. So in year 1, we have dedicated courses as a refresher, or maybe to acquire solid competencies and statistics for business or applied statistics, which are essential to the course that will come later. Programming fundamentals with a lot of practice, because we become a good coder by practicing. It's not just theory. You need to practice, you need to do a lot, you need to test and learn. And so we propose these programming fundamentals. A key let's say basis that we put in Master 1 would be about data analysis, data wrangling, data processing. So you will be equipped with SQL competencies, to be able to analyze effectively data, and so to be prepared for more advanced courses. In year 1 also, you will have courses about strategizing complexity. You will already start understanding how we can shape strategies, how we can address AI governance and AI strategies as a whole. So this is very important. Some courses which are about the European data regulation. So all the framework, the regulation framework that surrounds the data science implementation in Europe. Sustainability also is a key competency, so sustainability, responsibility, ethical thinking in general would be also part of the academic elements of year one. The year one is propose also a 2 months abroad, 2 months term abroad. It will be, I can announce it because it's already confirmed. It will be in TU Berlin, so the Technologies University of Berlin, 2 months in year one, followed by an optional internship if you want. So for the students who find a good internship, it's optional, but it's also recommended. So for year two, we start very advanced courses, you know, in deep learning, in machine learning, in Gen AI. We have also courses, what we call the signature courses, which means that courses that have been developed and designed specifically for our master. So we are very proud of having these courses, namely here, for example, governance, ethics, and sustainability thinking, which is a signature course. This in year two, you will also have the opportunity to pass some certifications in AWS, because we are proudly member of the AWS Academy, so you will have certifications also and within the year two. A master's thesis, which is quite common for a master 2 students, and again 2 months abroad in our historical academic partner, McGill University in Montreal. So for a master 2 students, they will have 2 months, full months in Montreal. And there will be courses in recommender system, Internet of Things, and doing business in North America, which is also a very interesting course to understand the ecosystem there. To finish this academic journey, very intense academic journey, you will also have a compulsory professional experience, which is an academic requirement to have to finish and to fulfill all the academic requirements of the master. So this is the academic, let's say, journey, and I wanted also to put the light on the experiential elements, because we have a lot of them. So we have a vibrant ecosystem in Paris, and also we have a lot of events. And in general, we give our students the opportunity to see, to meet with professionals, with experts, and to have at the same time this international exposure with, you know, the 2 months abroad in each year, but also an exposure to the different professionals and experts who meet with them. So about the learning journey, maybe just a small focus, but I will let our students then maybe give their feedback on the data science mission, which is a very important element in the academic journey in Master 2. We have also the AI culture talks, which are an amazing opportunity to bring experts, startups, CDOs, big companies from diverse backgrounds, diverse types of sectors. And the idea is to exchange, to get insights from different roles. And so that also help a lot in shaping your professional plan and in understanding as well the job market. The international seminar also is a very important, let's say, step. This is a 1-week seminar in Europe. So here you have some pictures of our previous cohorts in Amsterdam, in Berlin, And this year it was in Lisbon, and so this is also an opportunity to meet with professionals, with experts, with a lot of company visits and seminars, talks, and also the opportunity to network. Some of them can find some internship there and connect with professionals and experts, and this gives really an amazing complement to the academic journey, because it gives you an idea about the ecosystem in Europe, which is a complement also to what you already saw in Paris. The international term, as I said before, so that's confirmed for McGill as well for Master 2 students, and as I said before, and TU Berlin for Master 1. I wanted just to finish with some recruiters and partners from our previous years who were close to our master. This is just to note that we do not prepare students to be just in tech companies, but the program prepares students to be equipped for data science and AI for diverse types of roles, but also for diverse sectors and expertise field. So as you can see, it could be consultancy on technology, banking, industry, luxury. So that's also something very important for the students who have different professional plans. So I will let Marion finish with our alumni.
Yeah. Thank you, Imen, for this introduction. Now we will give the floor to the alumni. So I'll let our 5 alumni introduce themselves more and explain a little bit more about their background before joining our school. And I see that Rishab is here, so he will be able to introduce itself. You can
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah, I will
go
do that.
first.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see a lot of new good faces, old faces here today. And yeah. So before joining EMLYON, I was working in a data science department in the data science field as a data scientist itself. And I worked for around 5 years in that field. And before that, I also did my bachelor's in technology in computer science. And yeah, during that experience, I basically worked with a lot of companies and in a lot of domains. And then after that, I pursued my master's and decided to pursue a master's in EMLYON. I think I was the first. I was a part of the first batch. So yeah, and yeah, had a really good experience over there.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm done.
Thank you, Rishab. Maybe Shari, as you have to go early, you can introduce yourself.
The thing got cancelled, so I'm going to be able to stay for the whole thing.
Okay,
I
perfect.
can talk. So hello, I'm Charlie. I can't see you, but I'm told there's a lot of you there. Before EMLYON, I studied maths originally, and then naturally gravitated towards first tech, then finance, because it seemed a logical place to get paid to do maths, which was the priority. But my issue was I got a little bit frustrated with how kind of contained and abstracted from the real world it was. So this program seemed a good way to figure out a way to do something interesting, something technical, but also something very much tied to reality, something applicable. And yeah, that's me.
Thank you, Charlie. Now, as you want. Mary, Namrata, Trisha, as you want.
Sure. I can go on. My name is Mary. I am from the first cohort, so started my journey at EMLYON in 2022, September 2022, along with Rishab and Trisha. And so yeah, my background is in mainly in economics and business. Today I work as a data scientist at Michelin, working on generative AI and agentic systems. And yeah, excited to be here and answer to all your questions if there's any.
Yeah, I didn't tell it, but if you have questions, do not hesitate to just write it in the section Q&A, and we will just answer the questions at the end of the webinar, or me, I will just write it to you, the answer, if maybe it's a specific question.
I can go next. So, hi everyone, I'm Trisha. Thank you for having me here today. So I was also in the first cohort of the masters with Mary and Rishabh, and my background is mostly in economics and business as well. I was really motivated to join this program because I really wanted to transition my career into data and AI. I was really curious by the subjects, and I didn't really know what to do at the time with my economics degree. So I really appreciated this program, and I'm currently working as a data scientist in Ampere, which is a part of Renault Group. And so, yeah, I'm super excited to be here today and answer your questions as well.
Thank you, Trisha.
Okay, it takes me then. Hey everyone, this is Namrata. Welcome to this session, and maybe hopefully you will be part of the program as well. So my background is in learning and development consulting. So I've worked for about 7 years for different companies, but I had a bachelor's in physics and some electives in computer science. So I wanted to go back to that as well as data. That's why I joined this program. And it was the second cohort with Charlie. And currently I'm working at Alstom as a data scientist, and my use cases include working on chatbots and stuff. So, so happy to be here and happy to answer any questions.
Perfect, thank you. So now I have 3 general questions to ask to the alumni. So we will just start with this one. It will be like a discussion. So just if you have something that you want to say, you want to discuss about the experience, maybe you don't have the same experience, the same insights, just share it with us, with the students that are seeing now the webinar. What was your experience during the program?
Yeah, I think I can start. So I think the best part about the program was the exposure that we got. So the exposure to connect with a lot of top-notch professionals in this area, in the field of data science and AI. And also not only in the French region, but also, for example, when we went to McGill, we met a lot of professionals in the North American region. Then we also went to Amsterdam for a trip for our data science. I think it was some I don't remember, some trip we had in the program. So for that we also met a lot of companies and a lot of professionals, which helped us a lot to basically understand what is required in the market, and how we can position ourselves after the program to basically get a good opportunity. Yeah.
And I think to add to that, what I appreciated was just the variety of the courses offered, because you have a good amount of everything from like good technical data science. I was forced to learn Python in the lead up to then the much more contextual stuff. Like there was a course on the ethics of AI, which I'd argue is actually kind of the most important part, because there's a lot of very clever people who will figure out all the technical side of this. And it's fundamentally a human problem. But then also they support you. There's a wonderful woman called France who I just really liked, who helps you with all the career stuff. And the French system is baffling and a bit bizarre. So that kind of support is appreciated too. And you just kind of have a good overall mix of things which I think are useful and interesting.
Just to add to what Charlie said about the variety of the courses that are offered, I think the thing I really liked about the program is that I think it's designed to really put you in this world of data and AI. And it can, like, if from someone coming from a non-engineering background, it really enables you to like transition your career into this type of world. And so in the course, it's not just data science. You're not just learning how to perfect a machine learning model. You're learning everything around it. So you're learning about like databases, like cloud services, data management, AI strategy. And so I think in the corporate world, a data scientist really requires all these additional skills, or at least knowledge of these additional skills as well. And just on that same question, one of the courses that really stood out that relate to this topic as well was probably the missions that Iman mentioned before. It allows you to put your skills into context, and I think it's a really, really great way to gain experience as soon as you come out the program. So you're not walking out into the corporate world with no experience. You actually get real life experience, and I think that's something I appreciated from the program as well.
Yes, there is a question. Just what were the challenges faced by non-tech students in learning data science? Maybe you have something to say about this. Did you have background in data science all before joining the master or not? And what were the challenges if you didn't have?
I think I could take the question. Personally, I did not have an experience in data science or in any technical field. The most technical experience that I had was working with a team of software engineers, but as a project manager. So overall, the program itself is designed to really have like a deep dive into all the technical and non-technical aspects of data science. So we really have a 360 overview of all kind of skill sets and all disciplines that come around data manipulation, data governance, and the actual use of data. And the best thing about it for me was that there was a lot of freedom to choose what kind of specialization we wanted to have. We can be depending on which courses we're more interested in or what kind of expertise we want to develop. We have the liberty to essentially build a skill set that would be more applicable in technical roles or non-technical roles. It was, of course, when at the beginning of the program, there's the AI booster, which kind of is like a pool of learning AI and tech and programming, and it's quite a stressful period for non-tech students, but it kind of really puts you into spirit of like essentially like doing every day and trying every day, and kind of a mindset that stays and becomes kind of a part of daily work and work discipline. So yeah, overall, as a non-tech student, I think that was something that stood out for me, really, that deep dive into like the technical world and just learning to be someone who builds things every day from morning to evening. And that's also what made me go into data science and eventually become a data scientist. And yeah, and overall, just to come back to the main questions, also the courses that stood out and stuff that were enriching during the program, I have to say that of course, in addition to the missions that we had that were extremely interesting and that were really hands-on, one thing that was really remarkable was the design of the program itself and the pedagogical team, so the professors that we had, because they really gave us a sort of a hands-on understanding of the actual world of data science, as well as the research of data science and all the academic part of it. And there is a very direct connection between students and professors, which is something I appreciated immensely, and something that specifically stays with students after the program. That's it on my side.
Thank you, Mary.
I'd like to add to that. So even though I have like a mid ground in terms of technical and non-technical, so I could say that it's all about learning. Okay, so data science is not that you learn something right now and then that's gonna go with you all along the way every time, because today there's DeepSeek, tomorrow there'll be something else. So you need to learn every day. So what this program gives you is that the ability to research and be very academically inclined. It gives you the basics and then you can build on it. So yeah.
Perfect. I think it will be very helpful because it seems that we have a lot of students that don't have any knowledge in data science in the Q&A session. Perfect. So I think we can pass to the other question. So it's your current role and how the program prepared you for it. So I'll let you speak.
Yeah, so I can start again. My strategy for applying for this program was to basically understand how I can position myself in the more European market as a data scientist. And so right now I'm working as a data scientist with Bristol and in Amsterdam. And this particular program basically helped me to get that opportunity because we did a data science mission with Bristol, and then I was able to they were able to hire me for the role. And so this gives you that particular platform that you need to get a good opportunity in this particular region or the market that you would be studying and working in or planning to do that. So yeah, for me this is how the program helped me.
Thank you. Yeah.
I can go. So what was the question? Current role. So I'm currently I work as a data scientist at a place called White Shield. I accidentally became a consultant. I didn't really realize that's what I was applying to. But it's a consultancy that specializes in public policy advisory. So the majority of the clients are like public bodies. And the idea is we in the AI economics unit. So it's essentially solving AI problems in the context of economics to address issues of policy. And in terms of like how the program prepares me for it, I guess the main thing is just like the energy of a university. Having worked for years and years beforehand, it sounds weird to call it self-indulgent being at uni because it's hard work, but it is entirely for you. It's an opportunity to just learn, which is quite a rare thing in life. And so being surrounded by that kind of curiosity, a lot of people who are engaged and just curious about things is a really good thing at opening your mind up to just diving into things, picking up things fast, and knowing where to look, knowing how to use ChatGPT well, knowing how to approach a lot of different situations in quick succession. So I think that's the main thing for me.
Thank you, Charlie.
All right, I can go next. So my current role is I'm working as a data scientist in Ampere. And so I'm working in the research and development and innovation team. And so we're working on a project for the next generation of cars and specifically how we can bring AI closer to the edge. And this is a really interesting project, but it was super new to me. It was something I'd never really experienced before, and so I found it a bit daunting at the beginning. And I think the masters it really helped me prepare for this type of role because I think technical projects can be really daunting when you start off for the first time. And like Namrata said as well before, within the world of data and AI, you're constantly having to learn something new every single day. And so the thing the masters taught me is that you shouldn't hesitate to kind of dive in the deep end if you want to learn fast. And I think there were two things that I learned, which would be breaking down to tackle a technical topic. It's important to break them down into smaller tasks, and how much organization of your work can really help you learn fast. And another thing I learned from the masters would be that it's important to approach these projects with the number one objective being learn as much as you can from the project, because the more you learn, the more you're going to advance as a data scientist. So for me, coming into a very technical world in a short period of time, I think those skills from the masters really helped me adapt quickly. Yeah, that's my.
Thank you.
I can go next. Just to add on what Trisha mentioned, I think one of the coolest skills that I acquired while being at the program was really the polyvalence, really like the switch between skills that we're capable to have in the program. So currently I work as a data scientist in a team called AI Lab and Innovation, which is a team where that is composed mainly of researchers and software engineers and a couple of data scientists and engineers. And so I think it's very interesting to see how the whole expertise of the team is formed by people that are so deep in research and so deep in development and engineering. And where I find myself is a lot defined by the kind of the profile that I built while being in the program, and that was built mainly also through the missions that we did and through the teamworks that we had. So during the program, we were constantly we had challenges that we had to really solve with a team of people with many different backgrounds. So the most fun part for me was really just finding how to use skills in an intelligent way to really deploy whatever everyone can bring of the best to the project. And I think that's kind of a skill that is very interesting to have generally, and whether it's in work, in corporate life, or even outside, when you're capable to identify the skills to that you could leverage in this situation. And that's one thing that stayed with me and that I use on a daily basis in the team, working with professionals that I really niche in their expertise. Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know if everyone see it. I think, yeah, everyone talked about it. We will do the last question. So what advice you would just give to the students that want to apply, maybe for the application and maybe later when they are admitted to the program, and how to learn, how the courses, how just the advice for the students.
Okay, so I can again start here. As an advice, I would say that I would talk about the course in general. So about the course, I would say that you have to because it's a challenging course, because you are coming to a top business school. Obviously, it's a challenging course. If you want to succeed in this field, wherein you all of you know that it's growing by the day, like everyone has mentioned, but also not in terms of the technology, but also in terms of the people who want to work in this field. So you need to keep yourself at par with the competition also you're going to face into the jobs or the opportunities you'll want to go into. So just be at the top of your learning, as everyone has already mentioned, but also again, I would just reiterate, just learn as much as you can, do as many projects as you can. The program obviously gives you that platform to do a lot of projects via data science mission, via your in-company project. But then you need to also learn a lot, implement everything that you want to do, pick some sort of a domain that you want to go into, perform whatever is needed in terms of experiments that you need to do to become best in that particular domain, and then apply for the job opportunities according to that. So be on top of your game. That is what I would like to suggest and give an advice. Yeah.
Good advice. Thank you, Richard.
We appear to have fallen into a bit of a rhythm now, so I'll go next. I think the main thing I'd say is that the program's great at covering both the technical and the business side of it, which is what I personally really liked about it. But if you are predominantly interested in one side, maybe it's not for you, but I just really appreciated the contextual understanding. Also, I think it's important to not see it as a checkbox, because I think with any degree, like you personally are 80-90% of what makes a difference. You could be in the best school in the world, and if you don't work, it's irrelevant. So just approach it with the awareness that it's a kind of wonderful opportunity. There's a lot of brilliant teachers. There's a lot of very bright people around you. So engage with that. It's a fantastic thing. And I guess, yeah, that's the most important one. Engage with it as much as possible, because it is hard at points, but works hard too. It's good practice.
I would say that my advice would be because I know I heard that there's a lot of people on this call with non-engineering backgrounds and no data science experience. So I would say if you're someone who's really, really motivated to and interested in data and AI, then I would definitely recommend this course. I think it suits people of different backgrounds. I think if you're an engineering student, this program can help you like refine your data skills while also introducing you to business sides of data projects. And if you're a business student, then this program can really give you that strong foundation that you're looking forward to enter this world. And another thing I would add is I think studying in Paris is an excellent way to also enter the world of data and AI. Right now in France, there's a lot of investment into AI projects, and a lot of these projects are centralized in Paris. A lot of these companies are growing in Paris. And so this program really allows you to connect with various companies in the industry through several trips and events and opportunities like this. And I think if you leverage this, you can really grow your network and your foundations in that AI community in Paris as well. So I think that's another added benefit of the program.
Yeah, if I can add on that, I think one advice that comes to my mind is just to stay curious and follow curiosity, because even before entering the masters, there's always this the component of am I going to be able to follow the courses? Am I going to be able to be like at the level that with the rest of the class? And what I've noticed to myself is that there is no such thing as really like as competition with others. It's really just competition with your own self. And as long as you're staying curious and as long as you're really following like the white rabbit, let's say, you kind of manage to you manage to find something that you build a passion about yourself. It was the case for all of us. I would dare to say we all found something that we were passionate about during the year, just because we let our curiosity kind of act on.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay. So I'd like to say that it's not just business or tech that goes in data science. So it could be anything. You just need to know your unfair advantage. And people think that it's just coding or programming that we do in data science, but that's not true. There's a lot of business, there's a lot of insights that are required for you in each and every project. So you need to know about the world and not just be stuck in front of your laptop all the time, just coding. So know your unfair advantage, don't compare yourself with others, and try to build on your skills. That's it. And do apply.
Perfect. Okay, so now I think I will take over. Okay, so I will just explain you briefly how to apply and the different steps to apply, because I know that it's important for all of us, all of you. So the first is to create an account on our website. Once that's done, go to the program page and click on apply. You'll need to fill out an application with some personal information and upload a few documents. So first you will have to choose if you want to apply for the first year or just the last year, because it's possible. We had a question about this. So if you already hold a 4-year degree, a minimum of a 4-year degree, you can apply for the last year. So you are eligible to apply for the last year. But you will have to take a specific digital test. I will talk about it later, but you will have to just pass a digital test to know if you have the fundamentals of all of this data science and AI competencies. So, and then you will have to include all the mandatory documents, as you can see, a resume, an ID card or a passport, the copy of all degrees obtained in higher education, or the transcripts, management tests, so like TAJMAJ, GMAT, GRE, or our own test at EMLYON called EMMET. It's a new option designed to be more convenient for students, more international students, because it's online. But it's not easier. It's similar to a Tajmaj or a GMAT, but it's fully online, and it will be free until April. So if you want to take it, just send me an email, and I will send you a link. If you have a Tajmaj or a GMAT or a GRE, it's okay. It's the same of the EMLYON. And optionally, you can add recommendation letters and motivation letters. So yeah, that's it for the application file. Then you will have to submit it. So to pay the 120 application fee, and submit your file. At this moment, your application will be processed by the admission team. They will just see if you are eligible to apply to the program and if all the documents are in the file. And then they will have to send you an email to pass the digital test. So this is the last part to just, yes, you meant just the other. Yes, perfect. So the digital test, it's to know more about your personality, your motivation, and also your competencies in the area of data science and artificial intelligence strategy. So for the first year, it would be very quick. So 15 minutes with 6 questions, so motivation questions in video formats. And for the year 2, you will have a larger digital test, so in 45 minutes with motivation questions, also written questions, and a multiple choice questionnaire to know your competency, if you have very good fundamentals in the area. So this is for the digital test. And then you will just have to wait for your results. So you can see in the other slide the calendar to apply. So now, for example, we are in the session 3. So if you apply before the 7th of April, you will have your results in May, and we have a session until June. We can close the application before the session 5, because if we have all the candidates, we can just close the application. So the best is to just apply when you are ready, when you have all the documents. And it's better because there is more competition at the end of the applications. So yeah, I would just recommend you to just apply when you are ready, so as soon as possible. So this is it for me. I will see
if I just wanted to add a compliment, Marion.
Of course, yeah.
The eligibility, just to make it clear, because a student could be eligible to enter in Master 2, which means that the student already has a degree which, so he earns 240 credits, so he's eligible to enter the Master 2, but the admissions test, the admission committee could say no, even with the eligibility, and propose to enroll in Master 1 if the candidate doesn't meet the admission requirements. Because as I explained before, now the Master 2 goes directly, even that we have kept the AI booster as, you know, a building between the M1 to move to M2, plus the M2 students who enter directly in M2. But basically, we move to advanced courses in Master 2. So students, for example, typically students with no background in data science, they won't be able to join in Master 2, even though they have already a master program or a bachelor in 4 years, but not the necessary foundations to enter directly in Master 2. That's very important to make the difference between the eligibility and the admissions.
Yeah. Okay, so I will just read the questions. So I'd like to know what main career outcomes are possible with this master, as well as it is possible to get into the program through a double diplomation from a tech engineering background. Yeah, you can. Maybe, Imen, you can tell about what main career outcomes it's possible with this program.
Yeah, as I said before, there are a range of possibilities after the program because even though the program is technical and business, but it offers great opportunities to go in different job roles. First, there are two parts of the question. The first is that our students come already with a certain background. So for example, typically for Master 2, we have an average of 3 years already professional experience. So they come with already a certain professional experience, background, and sometimes they are just looking for a complement to what they did before. So typically, a student from a finance background would complement his finance background with the data science and AI. So maybe he would target naturally banking and bank investment and so on. So there is this appetite. The students come with already a background. And then we have also consultancy, for example. There are students also who are very passionate about consultancy. So that could be also a sector which attracts a lot of our students. And also this profile, the hybrid profiles also are very interesting for consultancy groups. We see it with the current cohort or the previous cohorts. And also the tech roles, the data scientists, as you can see in the live today. So we have some of them. So data scientists, business project leader, project AI leader, data governance. So a lot of different jobs. It depends on your career plan and your background.
Thank you for the answer. How much will the test cost after April? So normally it will cost 30 euros, so not very expensive. And will we know our score before sharing the results in the application? Yes, you will know your score. It will be possible to take it like 3 times if you want. And then depending on the score, can we optionally submit it, or does it have to be submitted once taken? No, you don't have to submit it if you are not happy with the score. For example, there are people that take a GMAT and then the EMLYON and then just take the score that is the best. So yeah, you can choose if you want to add it or not. Okay. Do the results only come out on the same date, or we can expect results before? No, you will have the results, the date mentioned in the slide. So if you apply, for example, if you validate your file between the 18th of February and the 7th of April, you will have your results the 7th of May. So there is only one date for each session. Okay. I am not applying for next year, just taking information about this master. Thank you for this webinar. Is it possible to do the management test even if I am not applying this year? No, because it will just be not needed for you. So just take it next year. The EMLYON will be here next year also. So don't worry, just take it next year. You can just train now. It's really like a TAJMAT or a GMAT. So if you want to train for the EMLYON, just train as if you would take the GMAT or TAJMAT. And the EMLYON, it's possible to do it in English or in French. We'll have to choose. So yeah, it's better if you just take it next year. Following the program, did everyone stay in France? What is the perception of the courses outside of France? So maybe Imen, you can answer this question.
According to our employment data, we know that the majority of students stay in France. We have also some students who are in Europe, so like Charlie and Rishab in the chat, but also some students in China and India, but the majority stay in France.
Okay. Perfect.
Charlie wanted to add something, guys.
I just wanted to correct you that I'm not in Europe. And so it's just quite, like, generally speaking, it's quite open-ended where you end up.
Great. So I don't know if we have no more questions.
No, we don't have more questions. Maybe you can just pass the next slide so everyone can have my email address. Yeah, so if you have any questions about the program, how to apply, advices, just write me an email. We will be able to book a phone call if you want, so don't worry, you can just write me an email and it will be very easy for you then to apply. And to have the link of the EMS also, just write to me.
Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much, our alumni. It was so nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, so nice.
Yeah, same here.
Lovely to see you too.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Have a good evening then.
Good
Thanks,
evening.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.